For weeks now, we've been reporting on the uptick in crime against the Asian American community. Now Disney is weighing in, showing its support for Asian Americans and Pacific Islanders. Pixar is releasing 2 of its SparkShorts films on YouTube, and they're both created by Asian filmmakers. Wind is a brilliant take on immigration, about a boy and his grandmother trying to escape a deep chasm. You're looking at a clip of that film. And the other one is called Float, and it tells the story of a father who discovers that his young son is different than other kids. It's a metaphor about autism. Their YouTube release is a show of solidarity during this really troubling time. And of course, Disney is the parent company of Pixar and ABC7. Joining us now to talk about this is Edwin Chang, the SparkShorts director of Wind. Edwin, it's so good to see you again. You know,
yeah, it's great to hear from you too, Reggie.
Yeah.
I'm so glad you were able to bring this up.
Me too. When I first met with you more than a year ago, we talked about how this was a really personal project for you because it is loosely based on your own family in Korea. And it is about this grandson and grandmother who are trying to escape this deep chasm. And right now it kind of feels like we're in this endless chasm of bigotry. How do we escape this? What does your film teach us about this?
Yeah, I think like many other people, I was really troubled to see all the news and videos of attacks on people, especially from people who remind me of my own parents and grandparents. And as a minority, it can sometimes feel like we're an invisible part of society. So for Disney and Pixar to release these films really feels like a message of support saying, we see you. And there have been so many great responses echoing, we feel seen. And on top of that, I think back to an experience I once had in an aquarium where I was surprised when all the children referred to the fish as not only Nemo or Dory, but Gil, Marlin, Bloat. They all knew the names better than I did, actually. So it's my hope from watching these films that people might no longer think of people they meet in the streets or waiting in line as just, oh, the old Asian woman, but rather something more like grandma.
Edwin, so often we find racism, what's behind it is not really understand the other, their culture, what they're about, their values. When people watch Wind, what do you think is the aspect of Asian American culture and value that starts to come out that you hope they see that they may otherwise not have known?
Yeah, I think the main thing, and I've been really glad to see how universal this has become across all cultures, is just the reverence and gratitude we have for our grandparents and previous generations of parents, and just recognizing how much they've done to us and what a privilege it is for us to be where we are, all thanks to the sacrifices they made for us. And I think that's something that really is very important in the Asian American community, but is really just shared by so many cultures around the world.
Your film and Bobby Rubio's film, Float, have now been seen by more than 10 million people just on YouTube in the past 5 days. So people are reacting, and they are also commenting. And they always say, don't read the comments. But I read the comments for you. And I don't know if you have, but I think you would be very heartened to see what people are saying, because it seems like they are understanding the message. And I'm wondering how you are receiving that.
That's wonderful. I will say I have been hesitant on reading some of the comments. I've been warned many times. So it's really heartening to hear from you and from others that there are people commenting great things and saying that. And yeah, it's amazing. It's hard to really understand the fact we are, even more in time of COVID, we're kind of all in our bubbles. So to get that little window into how people are feeling and really relating to it and sharing it with each other it feels like a great blessing. And it really feels like we're a community, and that's what's so great about all of this.
Looking at that video, I have a feeling Reggie would be happy if you offered it to him a position in your next creative project. I know this, right? But I do want to ask you, you started on the technical side, doing simulation for Pixar. And Edwin, how important is it that you're being given a chance, you and other directors of color, to move into the really storytelling side, producing, directing, shaping those stories that the mainstream audience sees?
Yeah, I think back to even Ratatouille, where the basis of it is that great ideas or great cooks can come from anywhere. And I think especially in a time when diversity and inclusion are so important, it's really amazing that Pixar is giving the chance to hear all these stories and diverse viewpoints from areas and people like myself who haven't really had that chance before. And we're realizing, just how much we have in common and how interesting and just the great stories we all have to share are.
And I need to ask you, because I would love to know what's in the cooker for you. Can you tell us what you're working on currently at Pixar?
Yeah, well, so I'm currently working mostly on Luca, which is our upcoming feature film in the summer. But I'm also looking forward to working on our upcoming streaming project, which has just been announced, Win or Lose. But it will be a few years, unfortunately, before we'll be able to share more about that one.
I can't wait to see Luca. The great Jesus Martinez, who is your partner in crime on this particular short, Wind, is also involved in that. So I know there are great things coming from you and him, and we're excited to see it. Thanks so much for talking to us, Edwin.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for having me.
Congratulations.
And we'll be right
again.
back.